Hello, everybody. It's about that time. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer comes from Breaker Brewing Company. They're out of Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. This is their Timber Talk IPA. Very unusual graphics on the front of this. Got a little bit of information on the back, not a whole lot of information. This is an IPA coming in at 7%. Was sent to me by my brother Rico, and he writes on this. He says, Untapped has the wrong ABV list. The breweries call this a Northeast IPA. A friend of his picked this up at the brewery for him. Sold in 4 packs for $17 at the brewery. Not sure if it's a brewery on release or if it's even distributed to stores within the vicinity. The ABV and date is actually printed on the front label, easy to miss, but it's there, and it was canned on November 16th of 2017. Today is the 2nd of January, so not quite 2 months old, probably the 6th, today's the 2nd, so it's about 6 weeks, somewhere in that vicinity. Old, still should be rather tasty. I appreciate Rico trading and getting his hands on some of these beers that aren't available to him and sending them to me. So when we go over to Untapped, like he says, they have this beer, and they have it listed at 7%, and that's what it is according to what everybody else is saying, and him too. So I don't know where he got that information from. We don't have the IBUs, and he does not give that to me. He says Untapped has the wrong ABV. They have 7%, so I don't know where he's seen a different ABV on this one. Maybe they've done it more than once, and he looked at a different one, so I don't know. So they're calling it a Northeast IPA, so if it is, it should be very cloudy. So we'll find out here in just a minute. We'll pop a top on this thing. I don't have a commercial description here on Untapped or Right Beer, either one. So I guess we're going to find out together what this thing is all about. So let me get this thing down here and pop the top and get it into the glass. It's not super cloudy, but let me pour this thing in here, and I'll trade the cuisine. It's curried in Tide, cheese with pepper, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp, blue, cheddar, your stronger cheeses. Add a meat, poultry, fish, shellfish, and salmon. I'll add grilled meat to that. Blackbird, pint, Becker, Nonic, tumbler, mug, size, Sadell. I got my favorite tool glass. I'm not recommended for extended cellaring. It's a very, I can see a little bit of light through the thin part of the glass. Maybe this is their attempt at a Northeast IPA. It does have a lot of cloudiness in the big bulb part here. It does look like an unfiltered beer. Not sure I would call this a juice bomb, because like I said, I can see light through the thin part. Looks like a very watered down orange juice, if you will. So let's get it to the nose. To me, the hops are a little subdued. There is a hint of some grapefruit and pine. Little bit of citrusiness in there, maybe some oranges. But it's not outstanding like your typical juice bombs are, or even double dry hop versions like we did yesterday. It does have a citrusy IPA aroma. Well, let's see if we got anything different or better in the taste than we do the aroma. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Not bad, but not in the outstanding world-class range for sure. To me, guys, it tastes like a unfiltered West Coast style, not a New England and they're calling it Northeast IPA. Is that their way of saying it's a New England style, or that's their way of dancing around that term? In my humble opinion, what I've tasted already, it is not a New England style IPA. Is there a difference between a New England style or a Northeast IPA? Let's ponder that. I wouldn't think so. So, but they are not calling it a New England style, a Northeast IPA. So, well, let's get the back end pour out there, see if it changes anything, see if anything is settled in the bottom of the can. Does not look like it has. But to me, guys, the hops are a little subdued. They seem like they could have upped the ante up on the hop profile, or maybe even double dry hopped it. Right now, seems to be decent. We're going to sip on it for a while and see if it can manage its way up into the A category somewhere, or if it ends up in the B category somewhere. So let me sip on this for a little bit, let her taste it, and I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got a little bit left here. Awesome lacing is left on the glass. Alcohol is very well hidden, well-made beer. My honest opinion, if they're going to try to compete with a New England style IPA, they need to use a little more hops on this and the flavor and aroma. The bitterness seems to be where it needs to be, or double dry hop it. It's just not to that category in my opinion, guys. It is tasty, but the hop aroma and taste is a little on the subdued side to be competing with a New England style IPA, guys. Like I said, a little more hops in the flavor and aroma category, or double dry hop it, and they would probably be up into the A category. Final choke. Very nice beer, it is. If I'd have had this beer 8 years ago, it would probably be up into the A category. But now that I've had some of these juice bombs and stuff from Trillium and Treehouse and a lot of others around the country, it's a little subdued in the hop profile and taste, but still well done. I will say that it is a well done beer. If they weren't trying to compete with the New England style, to me it tastes like an unfiltered West Coast style. That's what it tastes like to me. So with that being said, I'm gonna give it a B+, guys. 88 is where I'm gonna put this one. Over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 3.78. That's in their B+ range also. And over to Untapped. Untapped has it at 3.86, also in their B+ range. So it's unanimous. It's a B+ range beer. I think this beer has a lot of potential to be a New England style with a little bit more hops added to it in the flavor and aroma part of the bowl, or double dry hopping it and get those hop characteristics up there where they need to be to compete with that style of beer. So if you've had this one from Breaker Brewing Company, this is their Timber Talk IPA. A very tasty beer, guys. It is. And I would probably buy this beer if I could get it here, because I can't get New England style beers around here. So it's definitely worth picking up and giving it a try, especially if you haven't had or can't get the New England style beers. This is that's about as close as you can get to it. With that being said, if you've had it, let me know what you think, guys. Until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.